Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? How's everything? How's everything? Sorry for the pitch black, guys, as I'm driving. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, press the all button notification. Smack that like button, guys. Hey guys, I'm driving. Thank you. How's everybody's day? How's everybody's weekend going? Thank you. Press the all bell notification so you can be notified when I go live, man. So you can so you can join my stream. Where's everybody watching from? Hey, Walking by Faith. What's up? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I was chilling at my grandparents' house, so I'm driving home now. Just chilling all day. Gonna go home now and clean. Thank you, thank you. I can't right now. I'm pitch black. Like, literally, I'm pitch black. Like, no lie. If I turn my face, you're not gonna see my face. You wanna try? Look, look, look. Watch. Watch. You see? You don't see my face. What is everybody up to tonight? It's a beautiful Saturday night, guys. Being funny earlier with Lily. Oh, that's amazing. Was the life good? We had a good life. I'm kind of happy you have fun with my cousin going live with her. She needs somebody to go live with, so who better else than you, man? That's good. I'm planning to go over their house on May. I have a week off, so I'm gonna go visit them. Spend a couple of days over there and chill. That's good. That's good. That means that the pills are working. That's good. That's good. How's everything going at work? How's your kids treating you? Hey, Corey. What's up? Guys, if you're new to the stream, to the channel, please subscribe. Press the all bell notification so you'll be notified when I go live, guys. So you can join my streams. I'm trying to stream like every day, but sometimes it gets a little bit busy and I'm not able to, but I'm trying to, guys. I'm trying to. So if you guys want to join my journey, please feel free to subscribe. Press the all bell notification. I hate it when I forget my glasses at home. Yeah, it's stressful, man. It's stressful. Work is always stressful, especially when you're dealing with kids, especially they're not your own. It's really tricky and really complicated because you cannot discipline them, you cannot do nothing to them, so it's hard. But hey, at least you're doing what you like doing. It's working with kids, so that's a good thing. You're working with kids. You're doing your hours, the hours you want to do. So my kid's been good with me. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. There's nothing better than working and something that you like doing. You enjoy doing. I know you do. That's what I'm saying. It's a blessing the fact that you're able to do what you like doing. A lot of people don't get that blessing. Oh man. Thank you, thank you. And yesterday I worked with a full migraine the whole day. It was a badass day yesterday. I was feeling horrible. I'm feeling better. It was yesterday. I was feeling horrible. I was feeling horrible yesterday. It was a badass day. But thank God my headache went away. When I have the migraines, it's horrible, man. Thank you, thank you. I'm kind of happy too that I'm feeling better. So what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? It's a beautiful Saturday night. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, press the all bell notification. Smack that like button, guys. It's important for you guys to subscribe and press the all bell notification so you will be notified. So you can join this journey of mine. Whenever I go live, guys, YouTube will notify you. What's up? What's up? What's up, Greg? How's everything, brother? Guys, I'm sorry for the pitch black, but I'm driving. So you can see, guys, I'm on the road. So that's why you guys see that I'm in the dark. It's not that I'm trying to hide. I'm not. I'm not trying to hide, guys. Yeah, thank God, man. Thank God there. It's getting up there, bro. I can't wait to get to 1K, bro. Because I literally, bro, I should have never done it, but I did what I did, and I'm trying to get this channel back to where I was. So I'm hoping that, crossing my finger, that like in a month, I'll have 1K or over. So let's see. Trying to get it done. Trying to get it done, man. Thanks, bro. Thanks. You mean Tucker versus and I are hilarious? Oh, you talking about Lily and and Walking by Faith? Yeah, they make good streams. They make good lives. They make really good streams. Thank you, Walking by Faith. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, guys. I know. Isn't that crazy, huh? Oh, we always get you cracking up over there. That's a good thing, right? That's a very good thing. Thank you, Walking by Faith. I'm proud of you too. Yep, I agree in that.
One that almost killed me was someone torturing animals and how it was sexually gratifying. Telling me that when they make this sound, it's what I like. It's just like, damn, dude. So I looked for my sister and I see some bruises on her face, but makeup. I'm like, what the you got on your face? Like, shut up. So now I'm pounding on her door. I said, open the door, right? She opened the door crying. She just told me that what happened to her in the neck. She beat up a rape. She said, you don't break your word. And if I can put up with it, if I can bear it, you can shut up. And I was like, damn. One guy is telling me about abusing someone my age. You're like 10 or 11, right? 10, yeah, 11. So there's a grown man telling you how he raped a 10-year-old. Right. That's the kind of stuff that you just like, wow. Inside, you wanted to run to your family, but you can't. You can't tell anybody what happens in session. So I go to the park. I go where there ain't nobody anywhere and just scream. Where I'm just on my knees and just hoping someone's gonna help me. And you just wonder how you're gonna get through tomorrow. There's nothing you can do about it. It just comes out. Well, you want to know my theory in a nutshell? What does it say on the left of Scientology? What's that symbol? That symbol gets you out of trouble all over the world. Illuminati. Thank you. And when did MK Ultra come out? The same time this did. And if you study MK Ultra and you know what they do to children, 4, 5, 6 years old, this to me is the exact same thing, without hitting nobody. If you get up to the highest places like Gold Base in California and Hemet, it was a hidden place where people even high up in Scientology didn't know it existed. All the executives were getting their kicked on the regular, okay? Where David Miscavige would beat them up, okay? Because you can't fight back. And we're gonna say this, and I'd love for you guys to put this in there because what I'm about to tell you right now is the biggest secret they hold. It's more of a secret than the OT levels. The number one secret they hold on to above anything else is called the clear cognition, okay? And that is
what's up, family? So we are in front of the Scientology building out here in Orlando. I'm here with my brother Eric. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Came all the way from Vegas. As you guys saw in the documentary in downtown Clearwater, we just happened to go the same day that he was out there with his girlfriend and others protesting. It happened to be the same day. We had no idea that Scientology was as deep as what we found so far. And today he's gonna go deeper and he's gonna expose a lot more of it. So again, we're in Orlando. We're on a public area where we can't be stopped. So we're recording, and our heart is to see people freed from this. Family members and friends have an understanding, so they're not bitter and offended, maybe from people they know that left and joined Scientology the wrong way, and that darkness would be exposed. Ephesians 5:11 says to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather yet expose them. And that's exactly what we're doing here. And again, our heart is not to hate people, it's to hate this religion, which is not even a religion. I would say it's just it's a satanic cult. And to honestly do as much damage as we can to this thing, so you guys can know the truth. So I'm going to be dialoguing and just letting Eric flow, dialoguing with him, just letting him flow, and at the end ask him questions. So let's get right into it, bro.
Okay.
So this building, you want to talk about this building here and just...
This is one of the ideal orgs, which is it's basically in my opinion, a real estate scam that came up 20 years ago. That David Miscavige, who runs the church, he's the chairman of the board. But he said it was going to take a year. It's 20 years later, and it's not even half done. The scam is book it and they will come. Right, so in other words, these used to be small buildings. Like they would have been in something like this, right? And then now the idea was you had to replace every existing org, class 5 org, which is in Scientology, where you can do a bunch of higher stuff. Like they have missions, little tiny missions, but you can only do beginner courses. Okay, you have to come to a class 5 org to go clear,
So org obviously means organization. So the smaller organizations, you could only take certain courses.
Right.
But then if you want to go to the higher ranking information,
yeah,
like the hidden stuff, right? It's hidden.
Yeah, well, you got to come here. Like the OT levels, what you're talking about, probably you got to go to Clearwater or Los Angeles.
That's even higher.
That's even higher. This is just where you can go clear. Wow. So because we'll get to both of those scams, but this was replace whatever order you have. Like let's say they were in the building next door, you buy this one 50,000 or more square foot, and that will somehow just make people come in. They'll be like, oh wow, nice, and it legitimizes you. So that was the plan. So then he raised all the money, helped me buy this building, and he buy it messed up, and then get the money to fix it up.
Yeah.
But these ideal orgs are going to be, I believe, part of what brings them down, because I believe, and you just touched on this a second ago, it's not the people that are the problem. It's good people. I mean, it's people, to me, that are like you. Good people who said, I'm going to lay my life in the next billion years to help people. I want to support people and make good families and strong units and good groups and mankind and the whole thing. Yeah. It's coming from a great place.
Yeah.
And then it just slowly, it's mind control. It's slow. It does this to you without you knowing. And like one of the most irritating things for people like me who grew up in this is hearing thousands of times that you got to be an idiot. Like, what kind of moron would join this? Like,
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we're not idiots.
Yeah.
Okay, we're smart people.
Yeah.
And mind control is mind control. Evil is evil. Like, put it like this: I give them mad props for coming up with a system that's absolutely devilish.
Yes.
Okay.
When did you first join Scientology?
I was born in. So my father and the mother who raised me had my sister, right? And then they broke up. Like a couple of years later, I came by, and then my dad broke up with the mom who had me, and then the mom who raised me, right? They all got back together, and that was the time when there's always a hook, right? So the relationship was having a problem.
Yeah.
Boom, right? So you do this. What their scam is how it starts is they give you a personality test.
Yeah.
And it's 200 questions, and it seems very benign because if you don't know how it works, you can't see the scam. So you check it, but what it does is it makes it very clear where you're having an issue.
Yeah.
And we all are the same, right? We all want to be safe and have a full belly.
Yeah, every human, yeah.
Yeah, right? And so be loved. And so they know that, okay, so he got a problem with his family, right? He got a problem with the relationship at work. It can only be a few things, right? And so they'll point those out, and then you're like, ooh, okay, not bad.
Like it makes sense, and you feel like, wow, this actually is identifying my issues.
Yeah.
And these are people like you said, your parents who are going through a lot of chaos.
And it was perfect. Like you want to make a perfect family, you want to know how to get together. There's some simple secrets that'll keep everything smooth. And my father, he thought he was doing the right thing. He was like keep in mind, this is 1968 in San Francisco. Okay, Haight-Ashbury, like everyone was, drugs and hippie, whatever.
LSD, weed.
Yeah, sex, whatever, just all free, whatever. Like, and my dad was like, I don't know about all this. He's like, I don't want none of that. Okay, I want to do it. And then he ran into this, and he thought, man, I'm on this. And of course, my mom was impressed. Like, look at this dude. He's all about getting better now, right? When he was a mess before. And so she fell for that, right?
So it's all about self-improvement. It's all about your life can get better if you follow these steps. And here's a little bit, and then there's actually truth to it.
Yeah.
Like with the personality test and maybe the first few courses or the first levels that they give you, and you're like, wow, my life is actually changing.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's when the control comes in because now you believe it, and then that's what happened to your dad, right?
Yeah. So it's all benign at first. They love bomb you. So when you first walk in there, you're a little bit nervous, and they're like, hey, thanks for coming in, and so good to see you. And you're just like, damn, right? Wow. And they do all the things that any good place would do at the beginning, right? What's the first thing you're going to tell somebody who wants to get better, who's just spinning off the side of the planet? This would be a good time to maybe stop smoking crack, right? This would be a good time to stop drinking a gallon of Jack a week, right? And so they get you to stop doing these things that do have a negative impact.
Yeah. And
then the things you do at the beginning, like how to get along with your family. I mean, how bad can that be, right? Listen to your mama. Like,
it sounds like good stuff.
Yeah. You're like, well, this is me. Okay. And then they're like, good job. And so they let you do a couple courses, and they're totally chill. They don't come at you with anything hard. They're chill. They make you right for everything, the way you're sitting. I mean, and you're just like, man, I like these guys, And no one's been listening to me for years. All my friends are rejects. They're the ones who want me to party all day and whatever. And of course, people love to blame everybody else, right? And so they know what's going to happen, and they know as sure as the sun's coming up that you are going to catch some crap from this. Okay, and they knew this 25 years ago, they knew this 50 years ago, and they know it today more than ever. So they beat you to the punch. So they know within that first week of you being on the how you doing course, hooray for everything course.
Like a welcome course.
Yeah, they're gonna say, now you're gonna be like, you know what? A buddy of mine, he said this was totally bad news. And he has proof and stuff, and I don't know, I'm just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We totally get it. And you know what? Your friend's not wrong. Your friend is right. Okay? Not on what he said, but the government spends billions of dollars attacking us every single year. Every last thing you can find on the internet was placed there by people trying to bring us down. Okay?
Wow.
And so they cut it off at the pass. And also your brother or your friend who is he really doing you right? I'm just saying, because these are some hard choices you got to make.
Manipulation.
Is he smoking crack with you? Did he ever tell you to stop? But he's telling you to stop doing what's stopping you smoking crack.
Wow.
Okay, so it give them 10 minutes, they lock it up, and you're like, damn. Okay, and then sure enough, you're gonna catch a whole bunch of more crap when your other friends find out. Oh man, you're doing that wacky, and immediately you're gonna be like, okay, and just cut these people out.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're like, it's exactly what they said. And so you're like, man, they don't even know me, and they're right there, and they're on it, and they want me to do better and get well. And then you take one more course, how to get along with your mama, whatever, and then they're gonna say, Rich, you've done so well. You're so amazing. Let me tell you something. I've been here a long time. I haven't seen someone like you in a while. You got that blah blah blah. It's like used car. Yeah, it's crazy. And then they're gonna say, because you go, oh, I want to do the Hooray for Everything course, and go, hey, you know what? There's a bridge to total freedom. You want to make sure everything okay. We need to get you, and you're good enough, strong enough. I think you're going to be amazing.
Manipulation.
Control. And now they get you on that. So no more of those little courses. And this is where the mind control starts, okay? So everything's good up until then. The mind control, there's something in Scientology called training regimens, training routines, and they call them TRs. And they couch it in this whole, we're going to help you communicate. And communication's the universal solvent. So this is going to handle a big piece of your problems in every dynamic.
Communication.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are nervous or like they're rejected or they have fear. So like they help you like, which what people think is better their lives.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting. Like the way you're talking about it, like how they're welcoming, they give you principles like as a pastor, right? In our church, like we welcome people, and as soon as they join, we help them with biblical principles. But they're like, but what you're saying is they wrap this love. This is false. It's manipulative because they have a plan and a scheme. And the scheme of the plan is to literally take your life. It's to take your life. So like for us in Christianity, we point people to Jesus, a personal relationship with God, your own personal relationship with God. Like seek Him on your own, get to know Him. You get to experience Him here on earth. But in Scientology, it's you'll become a better person. You'll have more communication skills. Your family will get better. So now the person is idolizing or putting in their heart like their God is Scientology. It's the courses. It's the doctrine. So now the courses is like in their mind. They're like, my life has gotten better. I'm not on drugs. My family got better because of these principles, which I believe some of them are probably biblical principles, to be honest. And then once they get to that point, they're like, okay, there's more hope for me. If I take these courses, and like at this point, like what begins to happen? Do they start like I'm requiring some type of sacrifice?
Well, actually, at the beginning, make sure we don't miss this part. There's two things they do that allow this scam to be successful, and without which they couldn't recruit ever, okay? Because they can't just hit you with a bunch of nonsense and keep you here. So what they do is they tell you two things when you first walk in that door. You can be a Christian, a Muslim, a Baptist, whatever, and be a Scientologist. And then there's plenty of them. There ain't one anywhere, okay? Not one. Because they make sure, and LRH makes it crystal clear, you have to forgo everything.
So you could be any religion you want, and they don't care. They just welcome you, but it's all lying.
Yeah, it's completely fugazi. They didn't let you know the real, which is you gotta forget Jesus. Everything. Okay, but they don't tell you that till way later. If it's true for you, it's true. If it ain't, it ain't. That's the thing about Scientology that's different from every other religion. Is we don't say this is what it is. Live with it. No. If it's true for you, it's true, my friends.
It's all false agreement.
And it's 100% BS because you have to follow everything by the syllable, or it's your backside. So, and they have these fun names like the ups and downs in life course. I mean, how benign is that, right? Oh, okay, that sounds good. No biggie.
It sounds like just like general, like basic, like okay, this might better my life.
Right, and they do that on purpose at the beginning because they know your friends are hammering you.
What's that? Now you're fighting back, saying, "Man, it's not even that serious." Like
ups and downs,
like, bro. Like there's ups and downs. So like my life is getting better, and then now in your mind you're thinking these people are crazy.
Right.
Wow, it's witchcraft. It's control.
Yeah, they got that, and boy, they're good at it. They are good at it. say, right? The first course is just, I mean, the first training is OTTR0, and that's where you sit in a chair just like we are here, and you're just there comfortably, right? That's the whole point. It's supposed to be there comfortably and perceive, but with your eyes closed, and we're just in front of each other, just like we are now, but we'd be facing each other and closer, and you just be there comfortably, right? And then the next one, TR0, is doing the same thing but with your eyes open.
Staring at the person?
Yeah. So we're just literally just being there and confronting each other. Okay? And so it still seems benign enough, right? He ain't telling you to go take a bat to somebody, you know? And you're thinking, oh, guys, I'm going to learn how to communicate. And then they got bull bait, OTTR0 bull bait, which is I do my best to knock you off being comfortable and confronting. So I can talk about anything that makes you uncomfortable, right? And as a child, and in 1979, 1980...
You're what, you're like 10, 11 right now at this point?
Yeah. It was really easy to throw people off because I could hit people with stuff. They're just like, what? Because how would a kid know what I knew? There was no internet, okay? And so I could make people wildly uncomfortable. And in fact, at the higher levels, you weren't able to pass those without going through me.
So you were the guy that, or the kid,
yeah,
they have to go through, and then you would say like outlandish. What type of things would you say?
I mean, just graphically disgusting or horrible. Like, let's say if I saw some kind of whatever I think is going to irritate this lady. If she had no boobs, I'd be talking about that, or you know what I mean? Just horrible, nasty, just awful,
like perverse stuff.
Yeah,
and they taught you this.
Yeah.
So you were legit born into like you were born, or did you join at 10?
I knew all about Scientology before I took my first class because they were using it in the house.
Yep.
Their own language, so I was always listening to that. And they have a lot of beliefs, like one, a kid is not a kid. You're an adult in a small body, right? And if you're in present time, right here, right now, right, that's imperative to not have bad things happen to you, okay? And it's irrational. They have this thing called the tone scale, which is just used for control, but they make you think it codifies every emotion that there is possible, right? Enthusiasm, fear, whatever. And anything that's below 2.0 on that scale, empathy, sympathy, all this stuff, hate, is irrational behavior. And this is it's very important to remember that because it's a huge part of the control mechanism.
Yeah.
Okay? So you cannot ever be that way. You can't be sympathetic, you know? Like my grandma died and I was upset. And they gave me an hour. And we're like, if you need, you know, take a few minutes. If you need some more time, whatever, you know, we'll help you out. We got, you know, we'll get you in session. And I'm like, I ain't doing that, right? So you just, you know.
In sessions like what, like
oddity? We'll get there. It's horrible. Okay. Okay. So as a kid, right, we moved from San Francisco down to LA because they opened up all the big org down there, that blue building. Yeah. And they had the celebrity center, and so. We moved to Honda, right, and they would send me to the store, and we came from San Francisco where it was light and bright, and I only had to go to the corner. Now I'm walking through this weird neighborhood, and it's dark, and all these dogs are trying to kill me from under the fence, and I'm scared. I'm 5, 6, 7, whatever, and I'm like, eek. And so I was like, I just let my mom know I was uncomfortable, and my dad was like, what? He's like, what have you done you don't want us to know about?
Oh man, the mind control.
And I was like, what? What did I do?
Just because you felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. And snap into present time. You don't have to worry about it. If you didn't do anything, you're not, because anything that happens to you in Scientology, they say you pulled it in. If you got raped by your father, you pulled it in. So how could there be child abuse if you A, don't believe in children, and B, you're responsible?
Yeah, because Scientologists or people in Scientology, they don't believe in children. They believe that the people are.
Oh, tell us what's up.
Bodies that have been around for billions of years.
Mm-hmm. So you've been everything, and they also believe Okay, you've been my father, I've been your sister, you've been my brother.
Oh man.
Anything that could ever happen is already happened. You've already been everything you could ever be. You were a train conductor, you were a spaceman, you were a whatever, you were a clam, whatever.
Like you've already lived every life and you don't need to live anymore. Like you just need to be fully sold out for Scientology so you don't have to stay in this prison planet.
And the body's basically an impediment anyway.
Man, bro.
Okay? If you hurt yourself. So, you know, when you're a kid, you're running down the park, you
tell him I said what's up.
You hit on a rock or something, right? No big deal.
Yeah.
But in Scientology, you'd be like, shh. Right? No noise. Because that's being recorded by your reactive mind. So the temperature, the sounds, the birds right there, all of this, the cars going by, everything is recorded. Okay? And so later on in life, let's say it's the same temperature and it's cloudy and I'm hearing the birds and the cars are going by and I see a rock. Supposedly I'm like, man, I have a headache, dude. It's killing me. That's an engram. It's coming to bear now. Like so, because everything was similar. So you have to be quiet, right? But like when I was in the park, I saw, like I said, I'm always
nice.
It never happened to me. But so I didn't know this was weird. Like I didn't know we were weird. Wow. Okay, but then you go to the park and you see real people, and the kid falls and hits his head. Guess what? Mom comes over. Hey, how you doing? Yo, don't worry, you good? You good? You know, pat him on the back and you complain again. Right? This is a what? Okay, so let's say you slam your shin in the coffee table. You're supposed to go and put it right where you hit it on the coffee table over and over until the pain goes away.
What?
Yeah, but isn't it weird how, okay, we all slammed our shins on the, okay, in about a minute that dissipates anyway. But isn't it weird it takes about a minute more to dissipate, so they're getting credit for something that's going to happen anyway.
Wow. And because it's actually happening where it's going away, you think this is why it's going away. That's mind control.
Yep.
That's brainwash. That's like that's wild.
Yeah. There's a guy who fights Scientology and LAPD and all this stuff. Anyway, he was talking to a security guy at the test center in Hollywood, and the guy is just repeating in his face over and over, your son would be alive if you weren't a bad father. You know, you're a bad father, that's why your son ain't alive. Something to that effect. And so William's irate and finger in his face and yelling and screaming at him, and the guy's just like, he just says it over and over comfortably. Your son will be right here. Your son will be alive if you weren't a bad father.
And his son is dead.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah. It's nasty.
It's demonic.
Yeah.
It's Satan.
It's disgusting. They call it flattening a button, like where you're not gonna be affected anymore by. So we do these TRs, right? And the rest of them, just so you know, like TR1, real quick, it's just getting an acknowledgement. Okay, so you said something.
Well, what does TR mean? Training
regimen or training routine. And then there's like how to acknowledge someone to make them stop talking. Thank you. Right. How to acknowledge someone to get them to keep talking. Well, right. Mm-hmm. I got you. I understand. I hear you.
So they're teaching communication skills.
And so you think it's legit, you know? And then
because it actually works.
Yeah. And then how about you answering a question I didn't ask? No. I'll repeat the auditing command. Do fish swim? And you're like, my itches. Thank you. I'll repeat the auditing command. Do fish swim? Right? And until you say yes, thank you. Then I ask it again, right? Gosh. Right, okay.
you should do all this.
Yeah. You spend basically, I spent 25% of my time doing it because every single course has you do those TRs on the bridge. Almost every course, like over and over again, you have to do TRs. The technical TRs course, the pro TRs course. Over and over and over, you're doing these TRs, and other people need twins to do these TRs. So even while you're studying, they'll ask you, hey, can you help out homie? And so you're always doing them. And what it does is it allows you to be in complete control regardless of what's happening, just to be there comfortably and perceive this.
Unaffected.
I, as an auditor, okay, you're called a PC, a pre-clear. You're not clear yet, so you're pre-clear, right? So they call you a PC. I'm the auditor. So I'm helping you locate these areas of misemotion, of great misemotion, pain, distraught, discomfort, fear, etc. And then you're going to tell me about them. And like while you're thinking, you're like, I see the needle move. I say that.
The E-meter, right?
Yeah, that. And you're like, oh, yeah. And so I can help you identify.
So they're holding this E-meter.
They're holding the cans.
Oh, the cans, yeah.
So as that needle moves, I help you identify that. And then
Nice.
about it. Now, after you get done telling me about it, I'm going to say thank you, okay? And I'm going to look for an earlier similar incident. I'm going to help you identify that one, okay? And they're a big believer, right, in past lives, right?
Yeah.
And I had, in the same way that my torture was beyond belief as a child, being a child saved me in a couple ways. Because I was so black and white, I'm just like, don't make sense. Like something, like you can't. If I was 35, I could have glossed it over. You know what I mean? Have a glass of wine and I was okay. You know, but I'm just like, what? Because what would happen, first of all, okay, people would say, here's another earlier similar incident, but it was from a previous life.
They start convincing you that you had previous lives.
Yes.
So now you're believing, well, I have had previous lives. This happened in my previous life. And now it's like reincarnation. They believe in reincarnation.
Yes. And you're making light, and I'm making you right for it, right? And I'm helping you locate it, so you think for sure it's for sure, right?
Man, bro.
And I always, like, okay, people would say, you know, like they were a cowboy in 1860, they'd be telling me something, and then like 1700 and
That's good though, Russ.
They'd be like Egyptian. But I said, okay, as a kid, right? As a child, I'm like, we've been here 75 billion years or whatever. How come ain't no one's got a story past 5,000 years? That's like, what, 99.999% of your life. Can I hear about that? Yeah. Oh, we're only going to go back to Egyptian. Like, what are you talking about?
It's crazy, bro. When I was going to psychics and all that, they would tell me the same thing. You used to be an Egyptian, used to be this, used to be that, like all these different past lives. Bro, it's witchcraft. Because then you start believing, like, maybe that's true. Maybe I was. You were a woman in the past life. You were this, you were that. You're just like, it's witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So like you're a young man going through all this indoctrination to be emotionalist, but like you said, you're black and white. You're just like, what's going on? You have all these questions, but you just can't have questions.
Oh, no. Questions, no good. No way.
What happens if you start questioning it?
You're going to go to ethics. You have MUs, like misunderstood is what they call it. Ethics is where you get corrected. Okay.
So you ever went to it yourself?
Oh yeah.
So what happens when you go to ethics? You get.
Well, it just depends. Like,
so let's say right now you're in the building, like
okay,
this one, and you question them and like, why whatever. They'll bring you to a session, like you'll go into a room.
It just depends how far you take it. In other words, part of this whole scam that LRH came up with was if something doesn't work for you, it's not because the tech is wrong, the technology. It's because you're out ethics, which means you're doing something you're not supposed to do, or you're not doing something you're supposed to do, or you have misunderstood words in that text. Because if you understood the words, you would apply it. But thank you. That's another problem I had, right? Because I was thinking to myself, okay, let's say I'm a caveman or something, right? I'm making eggs. I probably would make eggs my whole life by cracking them, and just every egg ever was fried, right? Because what do I know? And then you come up to me like, hey, put some milk in here, wreck them, check this out, right? Scrambled eggs. But here's the genius. You tell me that, I can tell anybody I want, and it's going to work for them too. Man, woman, age don't matter. Where they live doesn't matter. You got a chicken? Okay. You know, and you're going to have scrambled eggs. So that didn't make a lot of sense to me anyway, but he's protected because you either have misunderstood words, so you went by something you didn't know, which is a problem because you're not supposed to do that. So why are you doing that? This better not continue. And so ethics is the place where you go to get you back on track. And there's these conditions that they put you in. Okay? And then you have to work your way up out of to get to the next highest condition to get back to normal.
LRH is the one who created all of this. Mm-hmm. That man, he put in some work, man, to have all these courses. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't believe it was only him.
Thank you.
It was a collective group of people that we just don't know about. Or maybe we...
You want to know my theory in a nutshell? What does it say on the left of Scientology? What's that symbol? That symbol gets you out of trouble all over the world.
The Illuminati.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, and when did MK Ultra come out? The same time this did. Okay, and if you study MK Ultra and you know how they do it, what they do to children, 4, 5, 6 years old, and sexually abuse them and traumatize them to a point where they create other valences, identities, personalities, in order to cope. And then you, as the handler or controller, can bring out whatever you want, whenever you want. You can turn them into a super soldier. You can turn them into the nicest person on earth, whatever you want. Okay? And this was a way of doing it without having to be physical. This, to me, is the exact same thing, without hitting nobody. Wow. Now, it takes a lot longer. You can't make it happen in 3 months. It takes 2 years, but you get there.
It's more like it's deeper, because they take their time. It's in the mind. You learn these things, and you have free will to learn it. Mm-hmm. So you're putting your own effort. It's not as like quick and controlled. Where, like you said, the MK Ultra, like where they have a young kid see someone get killed in front of them or sexually abused.
Thank you, Brooks.
They're open because they just experienced something traumatizing, and it's easy to indoctrinate them at that point. It's just like yeah, you take your time and you learn this. Mm-hmm. This is crazy, man. So it's like, so you're learning all this at 10, your family's in it, like you, your dad, your mom, your sister.
I'm in school. Like my sister quit school and went...
Like high school or middle school?
Oh, no, elementary.
You guys quit elementary school to join this?
Mm-hmm. No one ever calls it a church or the church. They call it the org.
The org, yeah.
Everyone says the org, right?
The organization.
Yeah, and so like, what do you do? I'm on a course. That's just doing the training, right? And I saw the way she was treated by my parents, and she got carte blanche. She could do whatever she want. Eat, don't eat. I'm just like, what? You know, and I was like, and so of course, I believe now, especially after going through it, all a child wants is attention, man. Just a little bit of love, a little bit of focus, something. Hey, I'm here. I'm alive.
Do they teach you like math and all these things?
Oh, no.
You literally only learned about Scientology.
Yeah.
So you didn't take bio, chemistry.
No.
You didn't learn about any of that.
Nothing.
All you learned about was Scientology. Mm-hmm. Wow, bro. So like you're and then now you're a child auditor.
Yeah.
So like because you gave up school, did that look like a sacrifice, like more favorable in the eyes of the Scientology?
Oh yeah.
Like they're like, yeah, like they're cheering you on.
And like I say, they love bomb everybody, but imagine how they love bomb me and my sister.
Yeah,
like
you're like the chosen one.
We were full blown celebrities because this is back in the 79, 80, 81, 82. We were full blown celebs because
within the community.
Yeah. Because they're just like if anyone, they loved it. They would march me out all the time because someone would be like having problems on their course, and they go, oh, but look at my boy.
Yeah, wow.
12 years old, crushing it.
Wow.
What's with you? Wow, right? So they loved marching us out. And my sister was 15 times smarter than me, more courageous, more with it, just brilliant. And so she was already on the biggest course they got. It's called the St. Hill Special Briefing Course, and it had 1,200 lectures and thousands of pages. And it's the biggest course ever. And she got through that sucker so fast, couple years. And she was already OT7 in Class 8, which is as high as you can go.
OT means what is like
operating Thetan.
Oh, operating Thetan.
Yeah. So clear, just so you know, clear is when you have no more engrams, like to
like you're 100% freed.
Yes. So you're cognizant.
The whole point of courses in Scientology is to get rid of the engrams.
Mm-hmm.
That you just have because of past lives, and every time you go to a new level, you get rid of more and more.
Well, that's on the processing side. So there's a training side of the bridge and a processing side of the bridge. The processing side is auditing. That's holding cans and answering the questions, and doing those. The training side is where LRH says you get half of your gains, at least half of your gains. And so I thought, okay, I'm really doing it right because the rich people, which is almost all of Scientologists, right? There ain't nobody broke. Getting in Scientology, so
you gotta donate money, right?
Yeah. And
how much do you have to donate? Like, because you guys got in for free.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, I never paid it. I was a kid, so.
So if you're a kid, you're more favorable. Like we don't have to pay money.
Well, no, you have to pay. They had to pay the same price for me as them. But my parents paid it, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, how did they pay it?
Well, back then, I mean, my mom was a nurse, my dad was a teamster, and so they were clearing $1,200 a week when rent was, our mortgage was $400.
Wow.
So I mean, you know, people had money.
They just wanted.
You buy a beautiful house for $20,000. You know.
And they were just donating all that money to Scientology.
So yeah, but another misconception is you can't just say, okay, Scientology, you know, let's add it up. This is what it costs to get all the way to the top. It don't work like that because they're hitting you up every week of the year, and real hard. About 6 times they have events, okay, and it'll be the International Association of Scientologists. You got to give them money. Okay, and then there's, you know, Way to Happiness, give them money. All their Fugazi front groups.
So for every course and for every I guess like a new level, you have to pay more money.
You got to pay, yeah. So it's incredibly expensive. But as I was doing these, like I said, I'm getting love bombed. I mean, and I thought I was doing, like, I thought I was doing amazing things, being my age and being willing to confront everything I was and give up everything and football and playing and having fun with my friends and just focusing and studying. I had no time to myself. You know, like I said, on Sundays, the only day I wasn't in there, and I would just read my comics. And like I said, my comic books actually showed me that life wasn't what I was living. Because I didn't know. I don't know.
Like inside of these buildings, what's inside of there? Is it food? Like what?
So they'll have, like Celebrity Center had, you know, vending machines and like a coffee shop and you know, so you can eat and stuff. And then there's classrooms, and then there's auditing rooms on the floor above that. And so you just, like I said, everything seems normal because everyone's in it.
It looks normal, yeah.
You know, you don't know. And I thought I was making a sacrifice that was going to pay huge dividends for this whole world, you know, and I felt really great about it, right? And keep in mind, like I say, this is 79, 80, I'm 11, 12, and there ain't no internet, right? So, I mean...
And you're auditing, like you're listening to grown people tell you the deep things that they've never told anybody.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things you heard people tell you?
The ones that really were, to this day, like, you know, I buried them so far to not go crazy. Because after a session, I felt like I was run over by a truck. And I mean, I was like frozen. And I'd have to just shake it off and make everyone believe I'm not only fine with it, I can't wait to get back in the chair.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Okay, but I was frozen. And I didn't know a lot of what I was hearing.
It's brand new to you.
I don't know. I remember I found one of my dad's Playboys in 1977. So when I'm hearing, the one that almost killed me was someone torturing animals and how it was sexually gratifying. And I was just like, woo! And you have to be unmoved. But tears were blasted out of my face. And it made me panic. Because they're on my worksheet. So I wasn't going to be able to hide it. So I was like, oh.
It's okay.
But
Okay, bro.
that's the kind of stuff that you just like go, wow. And I knew that wasn't right to even be telling me. But like inside, and I can feel it in my gut right now, you wanted to run to your family, but you can't. You can't tell anybody what happens in the session. So you go home, and I remember just like, and I was in trouble already because I effed up in the session, and I was about to fly off the face of the planet, and I'm like, you know, and I could feel the evil. And I'm staring at him, telling me that when they make this sound or they make that sound, it's what I like. I was just like, damn, dude. Whew. So I wasn't ready for that stuff. And people who are 45 years old can't do it. You know, little. So I was just like, damn.
You're like 10, 11, right?
10, yeah, 11. And so I'm like, whew. Rape, sexual proclivities that are beyond reckoning.
And they're going in detail.
Oh, God, yeah.
They have to go in detail.
Yeah. And then I'm helping you find an earlier one and an earlier one. And to see you get excited when I caught this, blah, blah, and I did this. It's just like, damn, dude. And so I don't believe you're well. Okay? I do not believe you are well. I think you're a sick bastard who needs to get run over by a truck.
Yeah.
But I have to let you hug me and thank me for helping you. And I don't want to help you. I want you to get hit by lightning.
Man, bro.
Okay? And so, and another thing, like I said, as a child, there's so many things that are so evil and impossible to reconcile because of being young. I had this proclivity mentally that, like, because I grew up in Hollywood, so like